Hi guys, welcome back to your not so ordinary scrapbook channel. It's the next day. I I don't know what I'm saying. I didn't finish yesterday because like I had the worst day. Like it started out being okay and then it just like snowballed into this like oh my gosh. And I need to learn from these experiences because I have a hard time working through it, after that it happens. It's like my day was going fine. My morning client was great. I came home. I then my second client canceled because they had a doctor's appointment that they forgot about, which was fine. And then I had my class. My class went fine. My Zoom class that went fine. And then afterward, like, I had this lull in between, like, my next client, which was at 5 o'clock. And, like, everything just started going downhill. I got in a fight with my husband because he made a huge financial mistake with our finances that, like, this happens every 6 months. Like, he does things that just do not make sense. And so he did something that was just like I have no idea why he did it. He never discussed it with me ahead of time. It was a huge financial mistake. And so that started an argument, which we're arguing about it, which put me in a really bad mood. And then I had to I had to eat before I rushed out the door to go see this client. So I made a salad, not even thinking, like, I didn't brush my teeth before I went. So I get to the client's house and they're like looking at me weird and and then I realized like I have lettuce in my teeth. Like I must have looked like a total doofus. And then, like, all the plans that I had to, like, okay, so the class that I was taking um, yesterday, like, everything was surrounded about, like, getting the parents attuned with the child and, like, working to, like, get them to, like, free play, interact with one another and everything, which, kind of happens during a regular session, but this was like totally out of the box for me. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this technique with this family at 5 o'clock because mom and dad are always there and oh my gosh, like I don't know if it was just the family like wasn't very receptive to it or whatever. They never said a thing about it, so they never complained or anything about it, but like their child just like there were moments that were great, um but like their child was totally distracted. I was totally off because I had not self-regulated like totally on my drive there. Like I should have, like I was still stewing about the whole situation with my husband and the argument and all this stuff and like how I had to rush to get ready to go to this client's house. And then like it was still eating at me when I got there and I was trying to self-regulate, trying to like let it go and be like fully focused on this child and I tried, but it was like all this was just like hard to let go of and like just holding that inside just like doesn't allow you to just be free and like play with the child. So I could tell that the child was distracted because I was kind of off and like the child was like there were certain parts of the session that were great, like when I had them like each blow up a balloon back and forth and then let the air out. Like that was a technique that they were talking about yesterday in the course, like that we should do with with the parents and stuff. And so we were doing that, and the child was super engaged with their parents and everything. Well, then there was another thing that they talked about in the course that I used that was like teaching body parts, which you have the parents put like a dot sticker on certain parts of their body, and then have the child come take the sticker off, and then like they're supposed to name the body part. Well, I could tell that that was very awkward for them, and I hadn't thought it through all the way. I just thought, well, I'm going to try these techniques to see if they can engage their child, which their child did take all the stickers off, and they did it. Like they participated in it, but I could tell they were uncomfortable participating in it, and it was like just like hands, feet, arms, legs, nose, chin, ear, that kind of thing. And it was like, I don't know. That whole session just felt really off to me. I don't, and I could tell that there was like something like they could sense that on me, which like usually I like this family is super great. Like every session that I've had with them has been super great. And like this one was like completely off. And I was just like, I left, and and then they were frustrated because like their speech therapist, their speech pathologist was like coming and like said that, okay, so first the speech pathologist said, that was having trouble like with the whole financial aspect of speech, and that and like getting billing to like accept it, and then but she couldn't come during the times of day that they needed her to come because she worked at a school during the day, and she couldn't come like after 3 p.m. and all this stuff. And then it was like there's some grant like carryover from COVID-19 where they're not billing for speech. So then that wasn't an issue. So then speech going to their house and went to one session, and then it's been 3 weeks and they haven't seen speech, and they've only seen me. And then they contacted the SLP, and she said that, oh, well, she was told that she couldn't come anymore. And I mean, it was just like, so like I'm listening to all this like after the session's over. So they're like pouring all this out on me, and I'm like, I work with the speech pathologist, but I don't work directly with them. Like I have no say so in like their schedule, and like I have nothing to do with them. Like we are totally different multidisciplinaries, and it's like I didn't have any answers for them. So I'm like, well, you need to contact your service coordinator and talk to them. Just ask them, say I'm really confused, and like what's going on, and are we going to see the SLP, and all this stuff. And like, so I stayed like 15 minutes later just talking to them. And then I left, and I could tell that the sky was like turning dark when I left their house. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's going to storm. I'm like, just let me get home, before it storms. Well, I didn't get home before it stormed. Like I got to the next little town over, and it's hailing, huge hail, balls of hail, and so then I keep driving, and I can barely see the road because it's raining so hard. And so then I go through like this area of trees, and I'm like, well, maybe I can pull over in these trees, and just wait it out a little bit. But then I notice that like branches are flying off the trees, and they're falling in the road, and I'm trying to swerve to miss the branches that are on the road. And like I ran over a couple branches, and same time like branches and hail and all this stuff is hitting my car, and I'm like, oh my gosh, am I even going to make it home? Like, and so then I'm like, well, I should pull over. And then I thought, what if a tree falls on my car? Like, because that happens all the time here. And so, or a big branch or something like crushes my little car. So then I kept driving, and I'm like, well, maybe I can pull over like in an open area. So then I get like to the open area, and I'm thinking, no, what if there's a tornado and it just blows me over, or I can't even see the road? What if a car hits me? It was just so stressful. And I'm like crying out to God. I'm like, please, please let me get home. I've had a really bad day. Just please let me get home. And like, I got home and I was fine, and I like pulled onto the road that's like parallel to our street, and it's still hailing. Like, I'm hearing like these great big thuds on my car, and it almost sounded like one of my windows cracked because it hit and it went, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is just not my day. So I get out of the car, didn't even like, left my toy bag in the car, left everything in the car, ran in the house as fast as I could because it was pouring rain. And I get here and I'm just like so glad to be home. And so then I walk in and my husband's cooking dinner and everything because he called off yesterday. And then so then and I'm like, what are you making? And he's like, oh, I ran to the store while you were gone. I'm like, why did you run to the store? We have plenty of food here. Like, why did you run to the store? Oh, we needed dog food. So, like, when he goes to the store, he, like, buys a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm just like, I didn't even argue with him about it. I'm just like, whatever. So, I was just, like, totally spent. Did not work on any more coursework. Did not film this video. And anyway, so here we are. Here we are. I have, like, 2 hours to my client. My client today is at 3:30, so I have some time. And then not only that, like, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't even unload on you, but like, I have been taking like semaglutide, I think I told you that, and like, I've lost weight, and like, he won't even look at me. Like, he won't even, like, doesn't matter, doesn't care, doesn't, like, I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, don't you even see I'm doing this for you? Like, I'm doing it for me, but I'm doing it for you too. Like, because you are, but in his eyes, it's like he is so addicted to like OnlyFans and like porn and stuff. It's like, I will never look like those women. I've had kids. I'm like, why should I even compete? Like, I'm not trying to compete with them, but it's like, when they're so blinded by that and they don't even see, like, whatever. I don't know. I'm trying to get through this. Sorry. I know it's a dumb thing to start a live video about, but anyways, take a deep breath. I journaled about it. I prayed about it. I'm trying to, like, get a grip, but it's just, oh, it's so hard. It's so hard when, like, things are hurting you and, like, you're trying to get over the hurt and you're trying to let go of things that are, like, holding you back. And you're trying to overcome, like, this sense of, like, that self-confidence thing where you're like, I suck at what I do, and it's like, I know that's not true because, like, I see so many moments that are just great, I've had some really great moments, and it's like, but it's like, with me, it seems like it's all or nothing, it's like high or really low, and it's like, I mean, I'm not bipolar or anything, but it's like a series of emotions that are just like, I know I have to work through, and I know that I can do it, and I know that I can self-regulate these emotions, and I know the tools to do it, but it's like, some days, it's like, for me, like, everything hits me all at once, in one day. It just hits me all at once. It's not like one thing at a time that I can just like, okay, I can work through this, I can work through this, I can work through this, but it's all like one thing after the other. It just like snowballs into these things. And then, like, I told you our central air unit went out, so it's like hot and sticky in here, and just the humidity has been horrible, and like, that's uncomfortable, so that's like irritable, and I don't know, that's just crazy. Okay, I'm done. I said it. I said my piece. I'm done. I'm done talking about all this stuff. You didn't come on here to listen to me do this, so okay. If anybody even watches this, I don't even know if they do. So these, I ended up with Summer Sizzle I showed you the paper pack from the Hip Kit International Scrapbook Day sale that I purchased these things. So this these are chipboard letters, or no, they're cardstock letters, stickers. They almost feel like chipboard, but they're not. I think they're just really thick, kind of like thickers. And they're this really pretty blue color. So I'm going to put those over there. And then these are like puff, well, they're not puffy. They're like foam stickers. So, and they have So Hot, Tropical Dreams, Hello Summer, Beautiful Sun, Summer at Our Happiest, Right Here, Relax Mode, Summer Sizzle, Holiday Vibes, Sunny Days, Vacation, Relaxation Time, all that stuff. So those will be really nice for summertime. I'll put those over there. These are the die cuts. So it says Walking on Sunshine, Best Day Ever, Sunny Memories. And so I don't know if this is straight or not. Hopefully it's straight. And then here, I'll show you a close up of that one. Really pretty, like beachy themed die cuts. And then these are sticker packs. So this page, these are labels. One says Loving This, Sun Kissed, stickers. So that's a nice one. This is a Stay Cool, Lazy Hazy Day, Let's Get Going, Jump Right In, You Are My Sunshine, Take a Breath. There's all these. I don't know if this is bright enough. I don't know the lighting. Hopefully you can see that. And then these are like border stickers. These look like umbrellas. That'll be cute on a layout. Really cute. Tropical flowers. And then some letter stickers in like a pink. And this one came with wood veneer. And then that's them. So it says pool, summer, bliss, relax, fun, sun. There's some arrows, pineapples, a sunshine, some circles and stuff. Palm tree, clouds, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so the next kit is the paper part. This one is called Weekend. Hello Weekend. And for some reason, I don't know what month these coincide with. So, put the baggie right there. Open this. So we have Daydreams, which is like, these are wildflowers. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm hoping the lighting is okay. This is like tilting. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. You can see that. This is the back. It's like blue, yellow, and pink stripes. that goes down there. This is called Be Spontaneous. It's just like yellow and orange. And then this is a blush colored grid. That's what that looks like. The one thing that I really like about Hip Kit Club is the quality of the cardstock is really nice. I have a lot of scrapbook paper from like years ago. I haven't bought scrapbook paper in a long time unless it's like pattern I like that I see at a secondhand store or something like that. But I don't think that I've bought. You rarely see paper at thrift stores. But I wanted that paper I usually use for matting and like that kind of stuff because I like to do the double-sided cardstock for my layouts for like the background paper, and that's just kind of how I scrapbook. But these are like pastel rainbow like diagonal lines, and then this is stars on like a peachy color. But as a rule, like if I'm buying like new stuff, I don't ever like buy paper. This reminds me of a chessboard. It's in gray with like a pink border. And then this is pink with white flowers on it with orange centers. They kind of remind me of daisies. I don't know if they are daisies. Daisies usually have longer petals. This has got Creative, and they're rainbows. Like a salmon color, pink and yellow, kind of a orangey. And then it's got like blush in there. And then this is just a ledger grid, like orange and pink and blue. This is Life in Full Color. These are more wildflowers. Bright colors. And this is a blue hexagon pattern. This is kind of like a cornflower blue. And these are they're like little notepads. They're little like post-it notes or notes you would put on a cork board or something like that. But they're kind of like cut apart. I think that's what I'll use them for. We've got a blue, a pink, a blue dot, a pink with a flower, a light green, kind of a peachy color, a yellow arrow, blue, that cornflower blue, and then like a blush color. And then this side is like a pink floral. Reminds me of wallpaper pattern. And this is more notebook. This kind of reminds me of a cork board. It would be a cute layout, like if you put pictures and like a few embellishments on each of this, it would be a really cute layout. It's on light blue, just this Hello Weekend. So like if you did like an around the house like themed page and you did like, you know, a couple photos, you could put a photo here, like by this clip. I can see a lot of different interesting things that you could do with this paper. And then this is like a lime green kind of color. This is Pajama Day, and these are just pastel half circles. And then this reminds me of watermelons. These look like watermelons, but it's on blue. It's like that cornflower blue. But it's just like a design. But they remind me of watermelons. And these are cut aparts. They look like stamps. Well, they say postage, so they are stamps, I guess. And they just have different things. Dreams of Sunshine, Good Read, Post-it, like a painting, balloons. So these would be cute embellishments for different themes of things you might do in the summertime. Oh, my camera is turning. Oh. Hopefully we get a good view of that. And then this is like an aqua blue with a slight pattern on it. I'm really having a trouble with the light today. I don't know if you're able to see that or not. I'm just hopeful that you are. More wildflowers. This is called Spoil Yourself with Flowers. Well, these may not necessarily be wildflowers. These might be the kind of flowers that you buy in a flower shop. Or at Trader Joe's or some other shopping center. And then this is yellow dot. This is called Stroll Outdoors. These are harder for me to use when I scrapbook. Usually I leave the bottom and then like I scrapbook on top. I maybe put a couple pictures up here and do some stuff up here, but they're a little more challenging, but that's kind of fun. You know, you don't always want everything to be the same. More hexagons and different colors this time, patterns. I'm trying to, I don't know if this is, you're getting a full view or not. Okay, so that's all the paper. And then I think I have 2 kits after this. My paper is flying. I have the fan on today in here, and I don't usually have the fan on because everything tends to blow like paper. When you're working with paper, the ceiling fan is not your friend. So it tends to blow stuff around. Like it's trying to blow my paper around right now, but it's so like hot in this house. Like I looked at the thermostat, it's at 85 degrees. That's like not my fave. I think I dropped a couple of these plastic bags down here. The fan blew them down. All right. This stuff up. Fighting against the fan, trying to stay cool and not have everything blow around. Okay, so these are really cute acrylic shapes. It has simple things. You've got like starburst, flowers, butterflies, that kind of thing. If you can see that. Really cute. I really like these. These are fun to work with. And I just stick them up with my enamel dots so they don't get lost. We've got wood buttons with like enamel inside, some paper bows, some clothespins with flowers on it. paper flowers. It says one perfect day, fun date night, and some hearts. Really cute. Those are fun to work with too. See that, hopefully. Hope you get the full view of that. Is that going to fit in there? I don't want to bend anything. Okay, so here is the die cuts. Get a good view of those. I'm not going to take them out because it just takes too long. So you have like a basket of flowers, such a good time, live online, simple things. You have tastes amazing, home baked goodness, pamper day, good selfie, the simple things, binge watching this, game night, such a good book, happy quiet time, movie night, dinner with friends, breakfast treat, dare to dream, home baked goodness. Doing this makes me happy. Visit to the flower market. So all that stuff. It's cute. They're cute. And then there's a couple cards in here. A house. So this reminds me of like just the everyday life. This theme of this kit. Like everyday life. Then here's your stickers. We've got photo, hello. This, let's have fun today, life captured, relax, weekend today. A little bird told me, Saturday morning fresh market, memories, postage, that sort of stuff. And then this is happy, the best day, 100% authentic, best pizza. And then we've got all these sentiments down here. I actually slept late. The simple things in life can bring one so much joy. Board game challenge. Visited a new restaurant. Wow, the food was amazing. It was a PJs all day kind of day. Tried new recipe tonight. FaceTime fun. We put music on and danced like no one was watching. This smile made my day. Did an online exercise class and loved it. Took the dog for a walk and made a new friend. Spoiled myself with lovely flowers. Had a movie fast and ate buttered popcorn. Had a DIY spa day with you. Fun photo bomb. My favorite comfy place. Stayed up all night and watched the sunrise. Planned my dream vacation in my mind. So many cool photos on my phone. Got a new hairstyle. Went to a crop. I really needed this. This is the way to unwind after the week I had. TGIF. Went for a walk to enjoy the warmer weather. Bought a new outfit and love it. I adore weekends. Having you over was the best idea. We had such a good time. Tried a new hobby and I'm hooked. So I saw this on TikTok. New fur baby. Planted seedlings. Laughed out loud. Tried a new author. I have no regrets. I love these. This would be perfect for like a project life album where you're documenting every day and like I love those sentiments. I really love everyday life stickers because those are the moments you want to capture. I mean, you want to capture the important times, like the big, red letter days, like weddings and birthdays and anniversaries and graduations and trips and all that stuff. But like the pictures that I love the most that my grandmother took, or my parents gave me, pictures of my childhood. Those are the everyday photos. It's not necessarily the ones where everybody's posed in a like group photo or anything like that. It's like every day, so I can see what's around me. I can see like the TV we had, or our fireplace, or the way our kitchen was set up, or our dining room, or you know, the front part of our house, you know, or our yard or my bedroom or whatever. I mean, whatever it may be. I mean, those are the memories and the little details in those photos that like warm your heart because they bring back so much nostalgia from years gone by. And those are the important photos. And so I love layout, you know, layout embellishments that can tell a story in that way, more so than just like the red letter days. So this is like a aqua green, kind of minty glitter foam. They're foam letter stickers. I really like these too. Okay, next kit. there's one more after this one, so I don't want this video to be super long because I have other things I gotta do. I haven't even eaten yet today. I'm not really hungry. That's the thing with this medication, is you're not hungry, so you don't want to eat. But then if you forget to eat, then it's like you can start feeling really, really sick, like really fast. Like if you don't eat something right now, you're going to throw up. And so that's not fun. But otherwise it's not too bad because I take it at night, and that may be why it's coming off slower than like some people I've heard like get it off. But like I still have 4 boxes left, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Like and I know if I went into Mexico, I could get more of it if I wanted to, as long as there's not a high tariff on it. Hopefully not. I don't know. But if you're buying it in Mexico, it's only if they ship it over. Like if they would ship it to the United States, that there's a tariff. So I don't know. I don't know how that works. I'm not an economist, so I'm not really... I know what tariffs do. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I know they can be good in some ways, but then there's other ways that they're not so good. So I'm like, I'm kind of in the middle on that. I'm kind of on the fence with it. This says Be Bold. Kind of a same in color. This is like gold chevron. Can you see it all? And then there's Come and Going. So then there's like a teal and like a mint color arrows. They're cute. They'll make a cute background page. Pink dots with like a darker pink border. Trying to get it so you can see it all. This is called Daily Routine, and these are like different boxes. Like they're little ledgers. They're like ledger paper, but they're teeny, teeny, tiny squares. That's a cute idea. Like I would have never thought of something like that. Really cute idea, whoever came up with that idea. Cute paper. I hope you're not getting too much of a shadow. And then this is like green diamonds. It's kind of a sage green. I would say that this is sage. Trying to get the light correctly for you. 12 by 12 sheet. My camera keeps wanting to turn. This one is Dream Big. These are wildflowers on a blush background. This is a blush diamond pattern. This is Due Diligence, and can't even tell you what kind of, it reminds me of like a Indian pattern, like from India or something like that. And then this is like a pink with dots. This is called Everyday Stuff. This could be used as cut-aparts, as a little small embellishments, or it could be used as a background page. I will probably use it as cut-aparts just because it's fun to have all this stuff. Kitchen, cooking stuff, different embellishments that are unique, unless there's stickers in here. If there's stickers that have all this stuff on it, then I will probably use it as a background page, but it just depends. And then this is like a lavender colored pattern that kind of reminds me of wallpaper again. And this is Happiness Is, more wildflowers. More flowers, this time on the corners. This is a yellow. It's kind of a golden yellow, like a light orange or a dark yellow. And then this is called Having Fun. These are tickets. So we have Temple Theater, cinema, different things like for your movie going photos. This is a very, very light blue pattern. I don't know if you can see it. It may appear white, but it's like a light blue, like a baby blue, a true baby blue. This is Many Conversations, and they're just conversation bubbles on a light blue, like a baby blue. And this is kind of a different, this is like a very, very light aqua. So it's not the baby blue that's on the other side color. It's like a geometric pattern. Very light aqua color. And here's our cut aparts. So we have Be Awesome, But First, Coffee and Pastry, Crazy, Just the Way I Like It, Home, Seize This Day, Home is Where You Are, Urgent, Need, Weekend Please, Monday through Sunday, Tasks, For the Record, Life Right Now, Okay, You've Got This. I needed this yesterday. Okay, you've got this. Okay, you've got this. Feeling Like This Today. And it says, it's been one of those kind of days. Yeah, that reminds me of yesterday too. And then this is like a golden like paper that just has different sentiments on it that says real life, back to work, fun, go, be brave, routine, relax, yes, joy is an attitude, it is great, you can do it. Kind of like positive affirmations and like a yellow. And then this is So Tenacious. I call these wildflowers, garden flowers, whatever kind of flowers you want to call it. This is pink notebook paper, and it says notebook up here. Kind of a brighter pink, kind of a Barbie pink. This is We Call This Home. So this is another one of those pages that I might have difficulty using. They might be fun to cut out the windows, you know, and put things behind them, or have like doors if you want an interactive page. It just depends on what you're going for. This is kind of the kind of paper that you probably wouldn't put a page protector over top, especially if you put things underneath it. The back is really beautiful, so that would be really hard to choose. It's like a really pretty blue stripe, blue and white stripe. I love this color blue, by the way. It's like one of my favorite colors of blue. Okay, that's all the paper for that kit. This is the embellishments. Okay, so this is Life is the name of this kit. These are the die cuts. They say learning something, find your new rhythm, busy but happy, remember no one thing at a time. Is that what it says? Oh, do one thing at a time. I'm blind as a bat. Days just like this, ordinary but good. When you get to be my age, you have to take off your glasses to see close, and then you have to, and I have bifocals, so it shouldn't be like that, but I still find myself taking, can't see. Real life, oh what a day, awesome experience, remember no one thing at a time, weekend fun, now playing, cooking up a storm, the big commute, back to work, chores, today was a good day, daily routines, you did it, chaos, check this off the list, reflections from today, this was so good, a much needed break, feeling this, today was a good day, books and everyday stuff like a record player, a chair. These look retro. These look like 70s stuff. You know, a bag, a vegetable bag. I don't know if like retro stuff is coming back in style. It's like stuff from my childhood. We own some records, but we don't have a record player. We never used it. I'll probably eventually get rid of all the records. There's no reason. It's just a few that I've held on to over the years. These are enamel shapes. We have hexagons. We have flowers. We have arrowheads. We have arrows. We have like play buttons. We have enamel dots, and then we have houses. And these colors are brighter. They're more vibrant. They're like blue and orange and pink and green and yellow and red. So they're more like primary colors and secondary colors. Traditional colors. I'm going to put that in there. Okay. These are chipboard shapes. And I'm going to take these out because, oh, are these frames? Yeah, these are frames. Some frames, some other items. But there's nothing on the back. So this looks like a bench. This is a frame with a clock in it. So as you know, I do the shaker things with frames with like shaker mix. Time for tea. This is a cute one. This would make a really cute like shaker. Reminds me of a honeycomb. That would be really cute, like a triple one. And then there's like teapots and stuff with that. This is a frame that says, remember, every day is an adventure. Hopefully you can see this. This says, so amazing, an orange frame. This is a television set, like a retro television set. Embrace your inner artist. It was incredible. Never forget this. So this is like a shelf. It looks like a shelf. A wooden shelf. This is a pink frame. And the middle fell out. It says, seriously sweet. This says, don't forget this. Awesome sauce. I don't ever say that, but some people do. This is a cute double frame. That would be cute as a shaker in blue. Like, especially if you made it look like a window. Really miss you. So you could make it like rain outside or sunshine. So you could use like yellow sequins and beads for sunshine, and you could like use a sunshine background, or you could do a beach. Like if you had a beach background, you could use like sand, like little sand colored beads and some like gold sequins. And then if you wanted to do winter, you could do, you know, a winter scene background with, you know, like white sequins and beads for snow. There's a lot of things that you can do with that kind of stuff. Hello, friend. This is a flower. Another bench. Wood bench. Oh, here's another cute one that would make a cute shaker. With circles. Really cute. And these have hearts in them. So you've got the red heart, the yellow heart, and the blue heart, or the aqua heart. And then happy day. Flowers. Those will be fun to play with. And then this is your border strips in different colors. This is material. So this is not paper. It's like fabric. And what I do with these is I cut them in half. I never use a whole one. I always just cut them all in half. And then I just use a portion of it kind of as a foundation divider, like to make like a cluster or something like that is how I use these. I never use them like on the side of the page, although I could if I wanted to. It just makes them go further, I find, if I do that. Oh, there's another chipboard piece that says take note, in the same color as these letters. These letters are foam, so they're the foam letters. Really pretty font. You get a lot of them too, which I love. I appreciate it when they give you more than a couple of each letter, because sometimes words, or like if you want to do a sentence, you're kind of SOL when it comes to like using these, and then you have to use a different letter, or you have to use a different letter sticker, or which is fine. I've done that. Or sometimes I make other letters into, like, it's really easy to make an R into a P by cutting that off, make a Q into an O by cutting that little hangy thing down. There's lots of things that you can do. I've made an X into a Y by cutting that piece off. An E into an F by cutting the bottom one off. I've made an E from an F before by adding like a little piece. Probably not with these kind of letters. I've made a J into an I by cutting like that little piece off, or like cutting the K, like cutting that part off of a K. There's just a lot of things that you can do if you have to, if you have to improvise and make more letters, but I truly appreciate it when they give you enough letters to use. Okay, this is the very last kit that I'm going to go through. And this is called Good Things Ahead. So I'm going to go through the paper and then the embellishments, and then this video will be done. And then I gotta get busy with my other stuff. I'm hoping to scrapbook this weekend, but I'm not sure. Usually my Sunday is my scrapbooking day, because Saturday is usually busy. Either Saturday or Sunday. Don't quote me on that. Like, I take time, like, during the weekend, like, unless we're gone, to, like, do some scrapbooking. As you know, I'm working to complete my December daily for 2024. And so trying to get that done, and then I'll be done with December daily until this coming December, which will be nice. And then I can just do regular layouts, and that'll be exciting. So, and when I'm done with all these courses for my full credential for work, then I'll have more time to, like, focus on things this summer, and that's going to be really fun because I'll be able to scrapbook more, hopefully every day, and then I can do challenges, maybe some giveaways. I love doing giveaways, especially when I have, like, duplicates of paper or duplicates of embellishments. I like to, like, and then I like to go through my stash every once in a while and get rid of some equipment that I'm not using or things like that. So every once in a while I'll do that. And it's fun. So I'd rather, like, mail it to someone who's going to use it than, like, drop it off at Goodwill or something like that. So unless it's a more expensive item, then I might sell it. But this is just the cover of the paper. Here's another one. That's odd. They gave me 2 of them. Okay. Okay, so this is What a Rush, and it's like a starburst. I don't know. That's the only word that I can think of. And then it's got, like, a rainbow of colors. Really pretty. And then this is really pretty. This is like polka dots on, like, that really pretty blue, and then it's got, like, mesh in each, like, dot. So that's really cool. That's a different pattern that I've never seen before. I love it when I get, like, paper, like, that has a pattern on it that I've never seen before, because that just is always exciting and interesting. These are hearts that are, like, half one color, half the other. It's called All the Feels. Really pretty. Really pretty colors. I like the vibrant colors. They're not really primary or secondary colors, but they're, like, vibrant. Kind of, I would consider, like, vibrant pastels. Is really cool. So this is like a salmon color, or that's the best word that I can describe it as, like a salmon color. This is Be Inspired, and it reminds me of a patchwork quilt. So, like, I would probably do a bedtime layout on here. These are a bunch of school supplies. Is this, like, September? I'm wondering if this is a September kit and, like, back to school type things, because there's books, basketball, a paintbrush, a light bulb, an alarm clock, a globe, a paper airplane, a backpack, a magnifying glass, scissors, like, chemistry symbols, pencils, like a test tube, H2O, so there's, like, symbols, yeah, that kind of stuff. And it's really light. I don't know if you can see it. Trying to get it to the view so you can see it, but they're really light, and there's, like, a like a letter or like a ruler. There's a laptop, thumbtacks, that kind of thing. Just everything that you would use at school. This reminds me of the 70s. This is group hug. Very vibrant colors, just like very 70s pattern or retro pattern. That's how I see it. I don't know how the younger generation would see it. But, and then there's all these like hexagons and stuff. Kind of looks like a honeycomb grid. It's kind of in like a magenta, like pink color. You can see it. I feel like the lighting is really shadowed. This is Leave Me Alone. So this is a teal, not a true green. It's got like teal and like a lighter sage color. And these are leaves. This I really like. I love green. I've always said my favorite color is yellow, but like green I love too. So I don't know if it's like green and yellow toss up, because I really love my greens. And then this is like a turquoise blue with circles. It's really pretty. I really love that background. This is letter scramble, and this has got like all the letters of the alphabet kind of in a circle. And then this has got like blue, but it's kind of like it reminds me of wallpaper again. All kinds of wallpaper paper. So this is probably definitely September or back to school. And then this has got books on pink. It's called Level Up. It's like books on a bookshelf. That's a really pretty paper. And then this is like a orange dot. But it's not a true orange. I don't know. I guess it's this color. It's more of a like a golden light. It's like a light orange or a dark yellow. That's that one. This is Make Your Mark. So this is like a blot of like, it reminds me of like a coffee splatter, like if you spill your coffee. But it's a really pretty like peachy blush color. So maybe like if you spill your punch or wine or something like that, spill your drink. And then this is like a salmon-y color, another wallpaper type pattern. Sweet Opportunity, and this is like a floral on navy blue. And we've got some daisies and different things. And then here's your yellow with circles. Then we have, that's fall, folks. So these are apples. So there's orange and pink and green and stuff like that. And then a really nice plaid. And like this reminds me of like a flannel shirt that like my dad would have had. And this is Nothing is Impossible. So this reminds me of like sports, like retro sports, like if I were like when I was in high school or something, like this would be painted on the gym wall or at a workout center or something like that. That's what that pattern reminds me of. I don't know why, but it does. And then this is like a sage, or maybe blue. It almost looks sage, but it's like, I think it's blue. But it's kind of like a chevron. This kind of reminds me of a computer screen, like when it's all like, if you look at it really closely, you know, or a television set. Just all those little lines and stuff. And then this is Starstruck. So these are definitely wildflowers. Really pretty. You could fussy cut these out or use it as background or whatever. And then there's some like aqua colored stars on kind of a very, very light aqua background. So I don't know if you can see that very good. Okay, last set of embellishments, and then we're done. And then I need to make a couple games for the client that I'm seeing today. I always get ideas off of Instagram for therapy activities because they want us to make a lot of our toys now. And so, like, to have a variety, I bring some of the same toys that I bring all the time, like favorites that the children have, but then I also make stuff. So, like, one of the things that I'm making today is I have these white pom-pom balls, and then I have a blue pool noodle. So I'm going to cut the pool noodle like about this long, and then I'm going to put slits in it, like cross slits in it with like a knife. And then I'm going to shove the white pom-pom balls in there into each hole. And then it's like a cloud. So it's like a sky with clouds in it. And then the child is going to pull the pom-pom balls out of the pool noodle. So that's one activity. It's like a fine motor, like using that pincher grip. And then another one that I'm going to do is used with a pool noodle. I have a purple pool noodle, and then I'm going to take yarn and braid it, and like that's going to be probably a little bit longer piece of pool noodle. And then I'm going to braid like this really thick yarn that I have and put it in the hole of the pool noodle. And then the child, I'm going to hold on to like the pool noodle, and then the child is going to pull it on one end and then pull it on the other side, like kind of like a tug-of-war rope. And then that's kind of a gross motor like activity that we're going to do. And then we're also going to paint today. But how I paint with kids in other people's houses so we don't make a mess is I put a piece of paper in a baggie, like a Ziploc baggie, like a gallon size baggie. And then I like put blops of paint, like children's paint, like tempera paint in there, in the baggie, and then seal it. And then the child will press with their hands and like make a design on the paper. And that's 3 of the homemade activities that we're going to do today. But I have to get that stuff together before I go. So, these are enamel dots. So we have orange, pink. This is navy blue, yellow, and gray. And then these are rub-ons. These are really pretty. Good Things Ahead is the name of this kit. So I'm guessing this is a summer kit. Probably, well, it says back to school, so it could be August. I'm guessing the other one was September and this one's August because it has the fair, which the fair usually takes place in August. Amusement park, let's go. We have some books. Currently, a tennis shoe, like a Chuck Martin, and then like, or are they Doc Martin, Chuck Martin? Or are they just called Chucks? I'm not sure. I never wore these kind of shoes. Not one time in my entire life. So I have no idea. I've seen them on a lot of people, but I've never ever worn a pair of shoes like that. And then sunflower, totally worth it. Glasses, red glasses. I used to have red glasses. I wonder if I have a picture of me with red glasses. That was when I was in college. So that was like back in 1987. I had red glasses. And then, and they were plastic. They didn't look like this though. They were like more circular. We have a trophy, superstar, back to school. And then we have like a pencil set, you know, like in a pencil cup or a dust set. And then like a diamond pattern. there. On this side, we have This Is Your Moment. We've got some headphones, vibing, all kinds of amazing. Coffee press. And we have a football, a weird looking bird, sunflower, a camera. We've got fireworks. So it could be July, I guess, too. We never knew it would be so much fun. Life is better when together. Stars, lots of stars. We've got fall leaves. We've got those two. It's a good variety of rub-ons. Those are really cute. Then we've got our die cuts. So we've got Moments Like This, Discover New Skills, Make Today Count, The Greatest, Relax and Chill, Epic, Here We Go Again, Capture Details, That Time Again, Stay Focused. What does that say? I can't even see that. Fresh Grind Yum. So that must be like coffee. You Can Do It, Enthusiastic, Dress for Success, Reach for the Stars, Exciting, Keep on Smiling, Amazing Times, You've Got This Now, Authentic and True, Great Fun, Documented, What a Ride, Incredible Experience, It's Time to Shine, Oh, the Anticipation, Fun at the Fair, Enjoy the Ride, You've got a Carousel, Tickets, This Memory, This Moment, all that stuff. Books and like lots of back to school stuff and end of summer stuff. So I'm thinking this is August. I'm guessing it's August. So, and then we've got some, let's do the stickers first. So we've got, these are puffy and they're kind of salmon colored. I don't know what other color to call it. I mean, I think there's another color that's probably more appropriate than salmon, because salmon is a little bit pink and this is more orangey. I don't know what color you call this. I think I've used that, like the name of that color before, but I can't think of what it is today. And that's all there is. There isn't any more on that side. And then last but not, I guess I don't need to go through these. These are chipboard frames and shapes. So we've got frames, Loving Life, an ampersand. We've got some like file folder toppers, tickets, Go Team, some floral designs, football, it says big game, food, fair, picnic, school, tea, games, prizes, photo booth, winner, today, celebrate. And this says, all we need is time. Good. Goodness, I cannot see that. All we need is this. Good 100% brew. Do kids today like drink a lot of coffee or something? I never drank coffee as a kid. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing because of Starbucks and stuff like that. Living Your Best Life. Perfect timing. The best. Hooray. And then we've got a bunch of like school milk and like this looks like a scrapbook. Oh, take notes. It's a notebook. Right now, your way, this way. Tickets, fare, come one, come all, drinks, welcome, all that stuff. Banners. So it could be college. I mean, I suppose college students drink a lot of coffee. I can't imagine like, and maybe high schoolers drink coffee. I can't imagine like elementary school kids drinking coffee, but maybe they do. I know I've had like Starbucks drinks before, and my little granddaughter who's 3 and my grandson who's 2 will like drink all of my chai tea latte. You know, they'll drink all of that. Like they'll take it from me and like it's gone and I don't get any of it, or I only get a couple sips of it. And maybe I think Esme's mom lets her drink coffee, because there have been times that I've been drinking like an iced coffee and she's come up to me and said, I want coffee. So, I mean, I don't know if she's used to having coffee or what, but I've never given her coffee. So, okay, so that's it. That is all of this haul, which was absolutely huge. Great deal on these kits for $14.95 a piece. On International Scrapbook Day, I have tons of letter stickers, tons of embellishments. So yeah, it didn't, I think the total cost for all of this was $105, and that was with shipping. And so it was a really good deal. And yeah, so hopefully I'll be on here sometime this weekend. I don't know when. And you can just check my channel. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would love to have you here. We basically keep it real here. I know I'm not everybody's cup of tea all the time, because I am like I don't want to say I'm an open book, because I don't talk about like everything. There are things going on in my life that I don't talk about, especially if it concerns like family members or things like that, that like I've been told not to share. I don't share those things, just because those things are not my story to tell. If they are, like, if from family members to talk about things, and I will talk about things. If they involve me personally, I like to talk about those things, because A, it's therapeutic for me. B, I know that there are other people out there that are going through the same thing, and I just want to be a friend and know that, hey, I've been there. This is real life. This is not sugar coated. This is not like, oh, my life is perfect, because it's not. Nobody's life is perfect. This is not like one of those reels that like everything is like sparkly, shiny, perfect, whatever. You know, I have a normal family. I have a normal life. We all work. We love, we argue, we work together to work things out. You know, we all have feelings. You know, I get hurt. I work through that. I work through, you know, feelings of inadequacy. There's all these things that encompass humanhood, and we just discuss that on my channel while I scrapbook. So if you like that kind of stuff and you like to keep it real, you know, I hope you stay. If it's not your cup of tea and you just want to scrapbook and you don't want to listen to anything, you know, you just want to strictly want a tutorial or whatever, this probably isn't your channel. So, but I will see you either Saturday or either tomorrow or Sunday. We'll see. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed this haul, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you later. Bye.